Damon was invited onto a major talk show, a national stage, to defend his unbelievable claim. He agreed, feeling a divine pull, a sense that this was part of God's plan. But the second his foot hit the stage, a wave of boos washed over him from the live audience. The host, a man with a smile as sharp as a razor, wasted no time. "Mr. Clark," he began, his voice dripping with skepticism, "can you prove that Jesus actually appeared to you?" Damon took a deep breath, steadying himself. "Proof? He didn't come to prove anything. He came to save." The host leaned in, a predator sensing a weakness. "If Jesus wanted you, of all people, why would he choose an atheist? Why you?" Damon opened his mouth to answer, but a chilling whisper slithered into his ear from just behind him. It wasn't human. It wasn't divine. It was a voice filled with pure mockery. Damon's head turned just slightly. There, shrouded in the shadows of the backstage corner, was the same dark presence he'd seen before. A sinister smile spread across its formless face. Only Damon could see it. It whispered again, its words like ice in his veins. "Say he isn't God. Deny him, or Maya dies." Damon's throat went tight, the air stolen from his lungs. A camera zoomed in, capturing every flicker of emotion on his face for millions of viewers. The host, sensing the tension, smirked. "Well, we're all waiting. Tell us, Mr. Clark, is Jesus really divine?" The studio fell silent. The only sound was the frantic hammering of Damon's own heart. He was trapped. Deny his Lord or risk losing the woman he loved. Then, he felt it. A gentle but firm hand on his shoulder. No one else saw it, but Damon felt the warmth, the unmistakable peace that flooded through him. Jesus' own words filled his mind, a passage he'd recently read. "If you deny me before men, I will deny you before my Father in heaven." Damon lifted his head, his eyes finding the camera. His voice, once choked with fear, now rang out with unshakable conviction. "Yes," he said, his word cutting through the silence. "Jesus is God." The studio erupted into absolute chaos. The audience was a storm of noise. Some booed louder, enraged. Others broke down in tears. A few began shouting verses from scripture, their voices rising above the pandemonium. In that instant, the shadowy figure in the corner vanished, not just faded, but burned away as if by an unbearable light. At that exact moment, miles away, Aya's phone began to buzz uncontrollably. It rang and rang, text after text flooding her screen. She fumbled to send a message to Damon, her fingers trembling. "Damon, come home right now. Something's happening to me." He rushed off the stage, pushing past producers and security, his mind racing. He burst into his apartment to find Maya shaking, tears of shock and wonder streaming down her face. "Maya, what is it? What's wrong?" She could only point at the television. The talk show was replaying the moment. As Damon declared, "Jesus is God," a brilliant burst of pure white light exploded on screen, directly behind him. The network had slowed the footage down, and there, for everyone to see, a silhouette appeared within the light. It was the figure of a man, draped in white. The shape was unmistakable. The online chat for the show's livestream went into a frenzy. "Who was that?" One comment read. "Was that Jesus?" Another asked. The cameras caught something supernatural. Damon's legs gave out, and he sank weakly to his knees. This was no longer his private encounter, his personal journey. Heaven had just gone public. The world had seen it. Later that night, in the quiet of his room, Damon prayed, "Lord, why me? Why choose me? I'm so flawed, so stubborn, so broken." A voice, gentle and eternal, answered in the stillness. "I do not call the perfect. I call the willing." Then, the very atmosphere in the room shifted. A presence filled the space, warm and overwhelmingly real. Jesus stood before him. This wasn't a ghost, not a vision in his mind. He was fully, physically present. "Damon," he said, his voice imbued with a love that healed every doubt, "tell them I am still the God who walks among men." Overcome with awe, Damon fell face first to the floor, prostrate before his king. "Lord," he whispered, his voice thick with tears and absolute surrender, "I will." Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, please like and subscribe for the next chapter.